Hey, listen closely. Goo, 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 goo. Can you hear that rhythmic sound in the background? My friend, that is one machinery that is working out there. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if it's a tunnel being dug or a hole, but it's just a machinery by the government. And I know, my friend, you are a wonderful soul. And because of that, you will bear with us about that noise, you see? So, let's start with reading from the book of knowledge. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a man who stirs up dissension among brothers. Proverbs 6:16. Let's give thanks to God because of the word. Dear Lord, thank you for your word today. Thank you for this person that has clicked this video. Thank you for your goodness, Father, in our lives. Thank you even for forgiving us all our sins. Help us to stay in the right ways and guide us every minute till the end. In Jesus' mighty name, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen.
Amen.
Today, my friend, we shall get to react together to very interesting videos, all with the intentions of spreading honesty among all earthlings, making sure people live in unity, peace, and above all, they love their neighbor as they love themselves. Hit the like button, tell us where you're watching from, and leave some comments. I'm Y311H. Good vibes all the way, my friend.
The physical body really can heal. Can it heal 100%, really?
And the generalized answer, yes, the body is capable of healing from anything. Anything. But you have to be in the right vibration to allow it to do so. And again, taking advantage of the collective agreement of the ideas in physical reality that you allow yourselves to generally be affected by automatically, you can aid the body in that sense vibrationally in its ability to heal from just about anything by doing certain physical things that are representative of being in alignment with the collective agreement about what health is, such as detoxification. Because if you live in an environment that you actually believe to be toxic, your body is absorbing those toxins. Those toxins lodge in your cells. So no matter what it is you put in your body that might be beneficial, if the cells are blocked from absorbing the nutrients by being full of toxins, then putting all that will not help you. But if you flush your body of the toxins and make room for the nutrients, then when the body has the building blocks it needs to heal itself, it can heal itself from anything. So that's one approach to it. Obviously, there's an energetic approach, all sorts of different approaches. But fundamentally, yes, your body can be in an absolutely natural state of health absolutely all the time, no matter what it has been through. It can always have the ability. It always has the ability to repair. Because again, remember, what are you actually doing? You're not actually changing that body. You're shifting yourself back into a parallel reality wherein the body is, by definition, healthy. So the answer, in a sense, is yes and no. Linearly speaking, in time-space perspective, yes, the body can heal itself from anything. Mechanically speaking, from a physics point of view, the body actually never has to heal itself. You just have to shift your consciousness into a body that's already healthy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but even if you change your consciousness, something happened to you physically, your consciousness will realign your body and cells in your body. I mean, what if something already happened physically to you? You can't undo that, or...
I'll say it once again. The body that is injured is one body in one parallel reality. The body that is healthy is another body in another parallel reality.
So we take on new bodies and others?
Yes.
So you're saying I'm going to be a different physical body
When
tomorrow?
I talk about the idea that you are shifting through billions of parallel realities every second, I am saying that everything is different, including your body. Because that's just a projection. It's part of the projection of the parallel reality. I'm not saying your original body is moving through parallel realities. I'm saying your consciousness is shifting into the body that's already in that parallel reality. See the difference?
Yeah. I can,
Are you sure?
I mean, it's kind of hard to understand this concept.
It is.
A little bit, yeah. Okay,
Well,
so
one moment. Do you drive an automobile?
Yes.
All right. You are the consciousness. The car is your body. Mm-hmm. Now you take a trip to another country and you rent a car. Same consciousness, different body. You're in a different reality. What's so hard to understand about that?
We can do that in a lifetime. We can change that.
You are doing it all the time, billions of times a second. You're doing it so fast you don't know you're doing it. That's what we're telling you. Become aware of the fact that you're actually not the same person, literally, physically, from moment to moment, and you will start to understand that the person you are right now can be anything you choose to be, because you can choose what parallel reality to shift to by design and by definition, and you will thus then, by definition, simply be the consciousness looking out of the eyes of the body that's already the version of you that is already in that parallel reality, in the same way that when you go to another country, you're driving a car that's already in that country.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Same idea. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Take me literally. Take me literally. This is actually literally physically happening, because physical reality is just an illusion anyway. Your physical body isn't real. Your experience of it is real, but it's just a projection of your consciousness anyway. Make sense?
Yes.
What is this? This is some cemetery somewhere, and there is something there that looks like an anonymous creature. Could that be someone's ghost, or what's that thing? Oh, this is very, 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 very weird. Bizarre. What? Oh my god. And there's some good vibes guys that they are recording this stuff for us.
You need
Good
to
people,
listen to this. Watch till the end.
Why is it when God wanted to create fish, he spoke to the sea? When God wanted to create trees, he spoke to the earth. When he wanted to create us, he spoke to himself. What happens when you take a fish out of the sea? It dies. What happens when you take a tree out of soil? It dies. What happens when we become disconnected from God? We die. God is our natural environment. We were created to live in the presence of God. It is only in him that life exists.
Follow or subscribe for more Christian content just like this.
Whoever decided to put a GoPro camera on a cat, this is genius, bro. Hey, that other cat fast, bro. That other cat, you gone, bro. You're not catching that cat, bro. You gotta be, I'm gonna call this cat George. You gotta run faster than that, George. Under the car, bro. Look at that. Look at, oh, he catching up. He catching up. Wow. Oh. Hey, yeet, 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 yeet. They squabbling out here now. Teach a man how to squabble. Oh, man, he taking off. That cat. That cat that's running away from him gotta owe him some money. Because there's no reason why. Oh, he getting tired. Oh, yeah, he got affected. Yeah, you tired, bro. George, get your stamina up, George. George, get your stamina up. You're not fast enough. He's an athlete. He's just a regular dude. Look at him. He jogging now. And you still can't catch up to him. But yeah, that cat owe him some money. Gotta owe him some money. He gone, George.
Discovered in a London home, these 18th century skeletons appear to be the remains of fairies or goblins. Were these mythical creatures real, or is this just a 150-year-old hoax?
Crazy, man. I never thought I would see this much betrayal. Oh my god. Hey, the cat just felt something and the dogs decided to leave them alone in the house. Oh. Now who will take the blame? Definitely the dog that is left there. This is very crazy.
क्या बन रहा भैया ये बनाना स्टेम बेल
Some good vibes guy here is preparing some delicacy. He has started with banana stem, followed by onions. From where you come from, my friends, do you cook banana stems? Or have you ever even seen a banana stem? Or you just see live bananas? English people, leave your comments. Hey, he also has some toppings there. He's adding, which is this one now? What do you call this in English language? This looks like one delicious stuff this good vibes person is preparing. To add some coriander there. Oh, this is interesting. English people, I'd like to know a few things about where you come from. See, from this side of the world, there is this myth that goes on that some English people might have never ever seen a real cow, chicken, or even the stem of a banana like the one this guy is preparing. Now tell us in the comment section, like you my friend watching, have you ever seen a banana on the tree itself, or like what do you call the banana plant? Have you ever seen one? Leave some comments, tell us. This is weird. It's not weird, it's quite interesting. Good vibes guy is preparing one mouth-watering dish. He had some mix of food. Yeah, you see, but now my friends, I'm surprised that in some places people consume the whole banana plant, from the stem to the banana itself. What about the leaves? Do they consume the leaves? You see, from this side of the world, we just consume the banana. Then the stem and the leaves are given to the cows or the animals around, you see? But now, they even have the leaf, look. Oh, the leaf now is used as the plate. Oh my god, is this salad or what's being prepared here? There's no fire involved. What? This? Hey, from this side of the world, this is free things.
Provide a safe space with your inspiration and your imagination and your creativity where they can learn the consequences of choices before they use them out in the world. Allow them to understand they are as powerful as they need to be to attract whatever they need in life without having to harm themselves or anyone else in order to do so. Any lessons you feel they need to learn that are important for them to thrive in physical reality, find a creative and imaginative way to adapt the lesson to their excitement. Don't bottle their excitement into the lesson. Teach them the formula. That's it. That's how you show them love. That's how you train them to be responsible adults, loving adults, connective, creative, imaginative adults who are self-empowered in the world. Up to you to allow your imagination to alter that in any way, shape, or form that the circumstances require. But that's the basic form of idea of letting them grow into being their true selves. Does this help?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
You are welcome. That's it.
The emergence of Yahweh as the sole and omnipotent deity marks a significant evolution in religious thought, a departure from the ancient traditions where a pantheon of gods reigned supreme. This transition was not instantaneous, but evolved over centuries, deeply entwined with the cultural and theological shifts of the people who worshipped him. Long before Yahweh's name echoed through the corridors of time, the Anunnaki held sway over the hearts and minds of the Sumerians, Akkadians, and Assyrians. These ancient civilizations, flourishing in the fertile crescent of Mesopotamia, bore witness to the grandeur of these deities.
This is scary. Isn't it weird? How we all use our phones 24/7, but we never see them or use them in our dreams. Even all the other technologies like TVs and laptops, you just won't see them in a dream. Some people think that this proves that we're actually living inside a simulation because something is stopping you from seeing something on your unconscious level.
I was wondering if you could comment on the different energetic healing modalities that have popped up in the last, say, 30 years that use transmission-based styles of teaching and healing.
All right. Well, it's all about resonance. That's what most of you are now learning. And in the creation of various healing modalities, you are all learning that it is a variety of ways of applying the idea of vibrational energetic resonance. Because everything is based, every state of being that you wish to create is based on a particular signature frequency, a particular resonance of energy, of consciousness. So, you are all experimenting with a variety of ways that are representative and reflective of the different belief systems you all have adopted into your personality structures, and finding different modalities of vibrational resonance utilization that aligns with the different belief system modalities on your planet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah. I was also wondering, okay, so then is there like a group of beings who are working together to create different systems that work for different belief systems,
Yes.
and then offer them to different beings to hold as
Yes.
images? Cool.
There are no accidents in terms of what you are attracted to in terms of information and the source of that information.
Right.
At any given moment, if you are attracted to a particular source of information, it is because you are operating at least more or less on a similar frequency domain. Thus, then, if you change your frequency domain, you will then attract yourself to a different source of information, which you may need at that time to continue your process.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes.
Now, of course, again, all these modalities still, nevertheless, are really nothing but permission slips. You understand?
Yep.
Every modality, every ritual, every tool, every technique is simply a permission slip that allows you to give yourself more permission to be who you are. You don't really need them. But because you are, in a sense, full of different belief systems within your personality structure, oftentimes a particular modality that you are attracted to can make it seem easier for you to circumvent some of the belief systems you may think are holding you back. In a way, it's like giving yourself a free pass.
This rare 1924 video, preserved by the British Archives, shows the armor once worn by King Louis of France. Known for its intricate design and powerful defense, the armor was virtually invincible. At the slightest nod of the tester's head, the all-iron helmet closes automatically, seamlessly protecting the head from any external force. In addition to the head, the armor, tailor-made for a king, has a double layer of steel plates on the chest, fastened with screws, making it impenetrable to even the sharpest of weapons. The arms are key to the offense and are designed for absolute flexibility, with soft iron at the joints allowing unrestricted movement and ensuring the wearer remains agile in battle. The armor is simple, yet sturdy, and can be gripped with the sword locked tightly in the hand, ready for battle. When the camera focuses on the back of the armor, each component shines, reflecting the exquisite craftsmanship and polish that has refreshed this centuries-old armor. Even though the armor is made entirely of steel, the wearer feels like ordinary clothing and moves effortlessly. This flexibility is largely due to the subtle design around the knees, with special soft iron joints that facilitate both flexibility and quick movement. The upper is made up of scale-like plates resembling fish and shrimp, allowing for large lateral swings and vertical flexes of up to 90 degrees. This armor symbolizes an era of undefeated war.
Do you even know what a human soul is? I'm gonna give a thorough explanation. Only the real ones are gonna find out. God breathed into Adam's nostrils and he became a living soul. Now, a living soul is not a spirit. God is a spirit. As a matter of fact, God is the Father of spirits, capital F. And the children of God are also spirits, and they were all born in heaven. That's what makes them spiritual. They have spiritual bodies made for heaven. A spirit is a body, a form, an image made for heaven. Let's define that. A spirit is a body made for heaven. And all of the spirits in heaven have a soul, the breath of God that makes them alive. You see, in every case, the soul is the driver and the body is the vehicle. An angel is an immortal vehicle, can't be killed, it's never gonna die, doesn't rot. Angels are immortal. The gods, lowercase g. Angels cannot die, but they can lose their spirit because they have a soul. They are the soul in the spirit. Because the spirit is their body made for heaven. It's immortal, it's never gonna die, but they can lose their bodies. Quick fact, the word planet means wanderer because it refers to the planet's wandering path they take through the sky, once called wandering stars, because they don't behave in the heavens the way that the other stars do. And the truth to the story here is that those are the lifeless celestial bodies, immortal, they're never going to die, but they don't have souls in them, because the planets in our solar system and all the dwarf planets and their moons, all of this, etc., an entire company of celestial hosts quit their bodies, left them up there, came down to Earth. That's before the flood. Taught man technology and civilization and making war and all of this. God flooded the earth, bound their souls in everlasting chains and cast them into hell. The planets in our solar system are their bodies, their soulless immortal bodies floating around in the heavens. That's the actual story, literally. Why are they all named after the gods of the old world? They are the gods of the old world, and I mean literally their bodies, soulless bodies floating up there for us all to see. Their souls are bound in hell until the judgment. But their bodies are immortal. Their bodies can't die even if their souls are in hell. But a man is different. A man of flesh and blood, his vehicle is corruptible. It is gonna die and turn to dust from which it was made. And when a man's body dies, what happens to his soul? And now we're gonna dive real deep. Hold on tight. The soul is the driver. It's you. The body is the vehicle. And when the body dies, the soul is left naked, exposed. Does that mean that the soul doesn't have perception without a body? Absolutely not. You see, perception is not a phenomenon that arises from metabolism, as I've said before. I repent. The soul is what is causing metabolism in the vehicle. Perception is inherent to the soul, whether it has a vehicle or not. It's just that the soul is able to use the input devices of the vehicle and the output devices of the vehicle. And when a human dies, in any case, their soul leaves this mortal shell, this mortal vehicle behind, and goes into a womb. I'm being dead literal, a womb. The soul goes back into a womb, not a human womb. Heaven is a womb. Hell is a womb. For what? For rebirth. For what? The next life. What next life? Well, let's just clear up the fact that wherever you're going, you need a body to be there. Well, why do souls go to hell at all? Well, you see, we all have the knowledge of good and evil written on our DNA thanks to Adam. Eve just couldn't help herself, and what was a man to do after all? Anyway, we all have the knowledge of good and evil written on our heart, and if we don't guard our hearts, then sin lies at the door, waiting to take us over, carry us off into death, and I do mean hell, and I do mean a womb. Hell is the anti-heaven. Just like Satan is the anti-Christ, We're talking mothers and fathers here, boys and girls, without a doubt. Your father is either God and your mother is Holy Jerusalem above, or your father is the devil and your mother is hell. How so? Well, we're all born under the curse, and that curse is the knowledge of good and evil and the consequences that come with it. The curse is the consequences that we know, good and evil. The knowledge of good and evil made us responsible. Respond to what? Temptation. The temptation to sin, knowing that it's no good. We know better. That's the whole crux of the matter. You have a conscience. It's written on your DNA. It's right in your heart. God's law. Right and wrong. How do we all know? Because we're all born with that too, along with the knowledge of good and evil. And at a certain age, we become accountable for our actions because our vehicle fully matures and we get an understanding of what it all means. Having a law written, if a baby has the law written in their hand, are they on the hook to keep it? No, they don't even know what words are. Is a child able to read and interpret the law in their heart? No. That's why parents are responsible to guide them on their walk through childhood, to teach them how to do what is good and to refrain from what is evil. Takes discipline, which parents teach to children if they are righteous, responsible to respond to what is written on our hearts. Little babies can't read. That's why God told Cain, guard your heart, because otherwise sin lies at the door and you'll be a master over that. You don't want to master sin in the flesh. But Cain did not guard his heart and fell from God's good graces when he murdered his brother Abel, responding to what was written on his heart with murder. And just as God told him, that is what makes Cain a child of the devil, a child of the flesh. You're going to respond to what the flesh tells you, not what God tells you. And so the parent he chose to guide him through life was Satan and not God. He didn't do what God said. So a human soul is not a spirit. It's attached to one of two spirits. The spirit of this world, who is Satan, and the devil, who is an angel from heaven. He will lose his celestial body forever. At the sixth seal of the Revelation, he'll be thrown down to the earth. He will lose his morning star, his angelic immortal body, forever. Every prophecy about Satan in the Old Testament is comparing the devil to the angels who quit their bodies before the flood, the ones that are bound in hell. Satan's never been. The angels that are in there are a different group. And all of the prophecies is comparing Satan and his angels to those fellas who are already in hell. That's the inevitable end of getting thrown down from heaven or quitting your body and coming here voluntarily. Unless you're Jesus. That's why he did it. He's God. The rest of them were trying to be him. Get it? And did become the gods on the earth. People still worship them to this day, don't they? Anyway, Satan is going to lose his wedding garment at the sixth seal, and at Armageddon, he is the wedding guest without his wedding garment on because he lost it. It's ironic. It's kind of like an inside joke. Get it? Friend, how comest thou in here without a wedding garment on? How'd you get here without your body, Satan? Uh-oh. But he's an angel in heaven. He comes to the earth, roams around seeking whom he may devour, and then he goes back to heaven before the throne of God and accuses the brethren day and night. Read Job 1. So in not guarding his heart, Cain fell to sin and became attached to the spirit of this world, the devil. Satan became his father and hell became his mother. And when we're talking about honor your father and your mother, we're talking about it should be God in heaven and holy Jerusalem above. When is she given birth? At the first resurrection. When does hell give birth? At the second resurrection. You must be born again, preferably from heaven as a spirit, your soul having a new body. And so when the children of God who are humans on this earth die, their soul goes to heaven to enter their new body in the womb of their mother, holy Jerusalem above. And when children of the devil die, the same thing happens, only in hell. And the soul is not the spirit. The spirit is the Father that decides what your next body's gonna be, soul. Bonus. Unclean spirits, or demons, are the offspring of angels who mated with women on the earth, so they are half spirits that were never born from heaven, and half humans. Their soul is a combination of angelic and human, an abomination. And they all died in the flood, and they are the demons now. Disembodied spirits because they started that way. Disembodied because they don't have this right here, which believers are going to get, and the devil and his angels are also going to lose. This is the place Jesus prepares for our souls to inhabit in the next life.